Welcome to LMS Karnataka. Myself Suguna HG, Assistant Professor, GFGC and PG Center, Chintamani, Chikkaballapur District. In this video, we are going to learn about quadrature for polar curves. Quadrature for polar curves. Quadrature is the process of finding out the area enclosed by the curve. Without using graph, we can find the area of polar curves by the process called quadrature. Areas of the curves whose equations are given in polar form. Let us consider the area bounded by the curve r is equal to f of theta, the radius vector theta is equal to alpha, and the radius vector theta is equal to beta is given by half into integral alpha to beta r square d theta. See here, the limits alpha to beta means the radius vector is varying from theta is equal to alpha to theta is equal to beta. The area of the curve whose equation is given in polar form is half into integral alpha to beta r square d theta. By using this formula, let us work out few examples. Example 1. Find the area bounded by the cardioid r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. Here we have to find the area bounded by the cardioid r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta. See, this cardioid is symmetrical about the initial line. Initial line means x-axis, and intersects the initial line at theta is equal to 0 and theta is equal to phi. Hence, the limits for upper part of the cardioid are 0 to phi. See, the cardioid is represented in the figure like this. See, this is the initial line, that is x-axis, and it intersects the initial line at theta is equal to 0 and theta is equal to phi. See, here theta is equal to phi and theta is equal to 0. See, the cardioid is intersecting the x-axis at theta is equal to 0 and theta is equal to phi. Now, the cardioid is symmetrical about the x-axis. The upper half of the cardioid is equal to lower half of the cardioid at the x-axis. It is symmetrical. Therefore, the area above the x-axis and twice of that will be the whole area of the cardioid. Therefore, the required area is equal to 2 times integral 0 to phi half r square d theta. See, here theta is varying from 0 to phi. So, limits of this integral are 0 to phi, and half r square d theta is the formula, and we have taken twice of that. That gives us the required area, which is equal to 2 integral 0 to phi half r square d theta. That is equal to integral 0 to phi. See, 2 and 2 get cancels here. R square means a square into 1 plus cos theta whole square. So, that we have taken here. So, integral 0 to phi a square into 1 plus cos theta whole square d theta. Let us make use of the trigonometric identity for 1 plus cos theta by using half angle identity. 1 plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2 and whole square we have. So, the integral 0 to phi a square into 1 plus cos theta whole square d theta is written as a square integral 0 to phi 2 cos square theta by 2 whole square d theta. Now, by squaring this, we get 4a square, because 2 square is equal to 4. So 4a square integral 0 to 5 cos to the power of 4 theta by 2 d theta. Since it is a half angle, so we cannot simplify directly. So take the substitution, theta by 2 is equal to 5. When you put theta by 2 is equal to 5, then d theta is equal to 2 d phi. And even limits also 0 to 5 becomes 0 to 5 by 2. When theta is equal to 5, 5 by 2 is equal to 5. So the limits are varying from 0 to 5 by 2, and let us substitute the values here. So by substituting theta by 2 is equal to 5 and d theta is equal to 2 d phi, we get 4a square integral 0 to 5 by 2 cos to the power of 4 phi 2 d phi. This 2 let us take outside the integral. So we get this as 8a square and integral cos to the power of 4 phi d phi. Standard reduction formula we can use here. So 8a square and integral of 0 to 5 by 2 cos to the power of 4. Cos to the power of 4 is the even number. So 4 in the denominator. So 4 into 2 you will get in the denominator, and numerator 3 into 1, and since it is a even number, multiply by 5 by 2. So by expanding integral 0 to 5 by 2 cos to the power of 4 phi d phi, by using reduction formula we get 8a square into 3 by 4 into 1 by 2 into 5 by 2. Now by simplifying this we get 3 phi a square by 2 square units. This is the required area of the given cardioid. See, the cardioid R is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta we have taken. The cardioid is represented like this. In the area above the x-axis, theta varies from 0 to 5, and the total area will be twice of the area above the initial line, above the initial axis. So we got this as 2 times integral 0 to 5 half r square d theta. So this is the required area. Now, and after substituting the value of r and simplifying, we get 4a square integral 0 to 5 cos to the power of 4 theta by 2 d theta. Substitute for this half angle, theta by 2 is equal to 5. So d theta is equal to 2 d phi, and limits of integration 0 to 5 reduces to 0 to 5 by 2. Then the given integral is 4a square integral 0 to 5 by 2 cos to the power of 4 phi into 2 d phi. So 2 into 4a square, it is 8a square integral 0 to 5 by 2 cos to the power of 4 phi d phi. Now here we made use of the reduction formula. So we get 8a square into 3 by 4 into 1 by 2 into 5 by 2. Therefore the required area is equal to 3 phi a square by 2 square units. This is the area bounded by the cardioid. Example 2. Find the area of lemniscate r square is equal to a square cos 2 theta. Solution. This curve is also symmetrical about the initial line and about the pole. So there are 2 loops of the curve. For the upper part, the theta increases from 0 to 5 by 4. Hence the limits are 0 to 5 by 4, and the diagram of the lemniscate is as shown here. See, it is a two-looped curve, and this curve is symmetrical about the initial axis x and also about the pole. So this is the pole, and it is at the pole also it is symmetrical. Both the loops are symmetrical, means both loops are equal, and above the initial line also, whatever the diagram we have, the area that is this part, and it is same as the portion below the x-axis. Now see, since these two loops are identical and the upper part and the lower part are equal. Therefore, the required area will be 4 times of the area present in the first quadrant. 4 times of this will give us the area of the complete lemniscate. So, this diagram r square is equal to a square cos 2 theta represents the lemniscate. It has 2 loops, both loops are identical and the initial axis is x-axis, and above the x-axis and below the x-axis it is also symmetrical. Therefore, the total area of this lemniscate is 4 times of the area in the first quadrant. So that is 4 times integral 0 to 5 by 4. See, the angle is varying from 0 to 5 by 2. See, from the right loop, if you take, the angle is increasing from 0 to 5 by 4. 0 to 5 by 4. Hence, the limits are 0 to 5 by 4. Hence, the required area is equal to 4 integral 0 to 5 by 4 half r square d theta. Now, substitute for the r square. So, you get 4 divided by 2, it is 2 integral a square cos 2 theta d theta, that is the r square is equal to a square cos 2 theta. Required area is equal to 4 integral 0 to 5 by 4 half r square d theta. 2 2's are 4. So, integral 0 to 5 by 4 a square cos 2 theta d theta. Now, in the next step, let us integrate this one. So, we get 2a square and limits of integration are 0 to 5 by 4 and integral of cos 2 theta is sin 2 theta by 2. Now, apply the limits 0 to 5 by 4 for this equation. So, we get 2a square, the upper limit and lower limit when you apply, that is sin 2 into 5 by 4, it is nothing but sin 5 by 2. So, sin 5 by 2 value is 1 divided by 2, write as it is. Lower limit not necessary to apply because sin 0 by 2 vanishes, it is equal to 0. So, only upper limit I have applied for this. So, that is 2a square into half, that is nothing but a square, which is the required area. So, to find the area of the lemniscate, I have taken the diagram like this, and it has 2 loops and both the loops are identical, and above the initial axis the upper half and lower half are also equal, they are identical. Therefore, the total area of the lemniscate is 4 times of the area in the first quadrant, and here theta is increasing from 0 to 5 by 2. Therefore, the required area is equal to 4 into integral 0 to 5 by 4 half r square d theta. Now, substitute for r square. So, we get 2 into integral 0 to 5 by 4 a square cos 2 theta d theta. Since a square is a constant, remove outside the integral and integrate cos 2 theta d theta. Integral of cos 2 theta is sin 2 theta by 2, and apply the upper and lower limits. Since the lower limit is 0, all sin n phi's are zeros. Therefore, only upper limit we apply here. That is 2a square into half is equal to a square. That is the required area. Example 3. Find the area included between the chordioids r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta and r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. See, here we have to find the area common to both the chordioids, that is r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta and r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. Solution: the equations r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta and r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. First, let us take the diagram, then we will simplify these two equations. Now, see, these two are the chordioids. r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta, and this is the cardioid, and the second cardioid is r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta. Now the area which is common for both is this area. See, this is the area. Now observe this area. This is symmetrical about the x-axis, and also symmetrical about the y-axis. Now if you calculate the area bounded by this curve in the first quadrant and multiply it by 4, it will give us the complete area of this shaded portion. So the common portion for both the cardioids is this area. So that is calculated by using the formula. Limits 0 to 5 by 2 it is varying. Now 1 plus cos theta and 1 minus cos, by solving these two equations, r is equal to a into 1 plus cos theta and r is equal to a into 1 minus cos theta, which implies that 1 plus cos theta is equal to 1 minus cos theta. So by simplifying this, we get 2 cos theta is equal to 0, or cos theta is equal to 0. Cos theta is equal to 0 means theta is equal to 5 by 2. Therefore, the limits are 0 to 5 by 2. The limits of the shaded portion are theta is equal to 0 to theta is equal to 5 by 2. Now, the required area is equal to 4 times the shaded area. So 4 times the shaded area means it is shaded integral 0 to 5 by 2 half r square d theta. And by substituting the value of r square, we get here 2, 4 it will be cancelled by 2, that is 2 times 2 integral 0 to 5 by 2 a square into 1 minus cos theta whole square d theta. Now 1 minus cos theta whole square, let us expand by using a minus b whole square. So when you expand by using a minus b whole square, you will get 1 minus 2 cos theta plus cos square theta. Again this cos square theta can be reduced to its half angle by using 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. See, cos square theta is equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Therefore, the integral reduces to 2a square integral 0 to 5 by 2 1 minus 2 cos theta plus 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Now take the LCM. So you will get 2 minus 4 cos theta plus 1 plus cos 2 theta into d theta. Now again simplifying this, we get a square into integral 0 to 5 by 2 3, 2 plus 1 is 3 minus 4 cos theta plus cos 2 theta d theta. Now we can evaluate this integral by integrating each term separately. So we get a square into integral of 3 d theta is 3 theta minus 4 cos theta integral is sin theta plus cos 2 theta integral is cos 2 theta by 2 and limits 0 to 5 by 2. Now let us apply the upper limit first. So we get a square into 3 into theta is 5 by 2 minus 4 into sin theta 5 by 2 we have substituted, and then next value sin 2 theta means 2 in 5 by 2 get cancelled, so sin 5 by 2. Then the lower limit theta is equal to 0 means the complete term vanishes. So 3 into 0 is 3, so 0, 4 sin 0 value is 0, again sin 0 you will get for this also. By simplifying this, we get 3 5 by 2 minus 4 and sin 5 divided by 2. Sin 5 value is 0. So sin 5 divided by 2 is also 0. Hence the required area is a square into 3 5 by 2 minus 4 square units. Now see, for this problem we have taken two chordioids C and C dash, and the area common for both the chordioids is, this is the area. The total area will be the 4 times of the area of this chordioid at the first quadrant. So the required area is equal to 4 times of shaded area. Shaded area is equal to integral 0 to 5 by 2 half r square d theta, and that is equal to 2 integral 0 to 5 by 2 a square into r square value is this one, a square into 1 minus cos theta whole square. Now simplify 1 minus cos theta whole square. So we get 1 minus 2 cos theta plus cos square theta d theta, and that is 2a square into integral 0 to 5 by 2 1 minus 2 cos theta plus cos square theta into d theta. Now cos square theta you reduce it into by using half angle formula. So we get this one as 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2, and the integral is 2a square integral 0 to 5 by 2 1 minus cos 2 theta plus 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2 d theta. Now we take LCM, so we get 2 minus 4 cos theta plus 1 plus cos 2 theta d theta, and further simplifying this we get a square integral 0 to 5 by 2 3 minus 4 cos theta plus cos 2 theta d theta. Now integrate each term separately, that is integral of 3 is 3 theta, minus 4 cos theta is minus 4 sin theta, cos 2 theta integral is sin 2 theta by 2, and limits are 0 to 5 by 2. Need not to apply the lower limit because the total term vanishes when you put theta is equal to 0. So let us apply only upper limit, that is a square into 3 into 5 by 2 minus 4 sin pi by 2 plus sin phi divided by 2. Sin phi value is 0, hence the a square into 3 by 5 minus 4 plus 0 we get, that is nothing but the required area a square into 3 5 by 2 minus 4 square units. Thank you.